Hi, this is Kim. Welcome to the weekly messages from Expressions of the Universe. I'm having some computer problems, so I think that this video might be a little choppy. I don't know, I'll check it out. And if it is, maybe I'll have to redo it. Be sure to check out the companion blog today because I'm talking about the full strawberry moon, some people like to call it the full rose moon, and the summer solstice, and they're happening both tomorrow on June 20th. This is something that hasn't occurred in 70 years, so it's an extremely magical time. It's a time, of course, that we manifest. Full moon is about letting go of things, and the summer solstice is about celebrating sunshine and the warm weather. For those of you of my friends down in Aussie land, I'm sorry, you're having winter solstice, but it's time for you to go to vacation somewhere nice and warm. So let's get started. I've picked a lot of interesting cards for you today, and I thought it was going in one direction, but now the energy is saying we still need to not put things into full action yet. So the angel card that I drew for you this week is Archangel Zedekiel. And what this archangel is about is tolerance and forgiveness. So this goes perfectly with the full moon. What is it that you need to let go? What is it, who or what is it that you need to forgive? What do you need to tolerate more, judge less? Those are the things that you want to let go, especially because Mars is getting ready to turn direct next week, June 29th. Mars is all about the ego. And a lot of our confrontations with other people are really solely based in our ego. We go over and over, scenarios and arguments in our mind, and it keeps us in a grudge state of mind. This Mars retrograde really wanted us to take a look at our egos and live more in our heart space. You'll see that in my companion blog. You want to live less in your head and more in your heart. And if you're doing things that you're overthinking, then that's your old ego. But if you're doing things in your heart space and it's something that's kind and loving, then that's going to be your new ego. That's the energy and the persona that you want to take on for the rest of the year. So there might be some characteristics in you that you need to let go of, people that you need to forgive, things that you need to tolerate more. Are they really important? That's what I always ask myself. Is it really important? Does it matter? What is truly important? So for the crystal cards, the first card that I picked was fire, and it's not really a crystal card, it's an element. Fire to me means action. The full moon is in Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, and I predicted this is a time of action coming for us. But I wanted to pick a crystal card, and I drew black tourmaline, and it's about purification. And of course I have black tourmaline. I have so much of this. I love black tourmaline. It is like one of the highest protection stones. I grid my house with it, and I protect my house with this and white selenite at all of my entranceways in each of my rooms. Black tourmaline is really great for electromagnetic energy, so you want to keep a piece of this like near your computers and your TVs, your radio alarm clock, because it'll absorb that energy and you won't absorb it. I also have another little piece here, and then typically I always wear a small piece with me. I always keep this with me at all times. It is such a great protection stone. But here we're talking about fire and purification. Fire purifies things. Think about the phoenix that rose from the ashes, all brand new. When you put things into action, or, purification, fire, something new is going to transform out of this. So you want to use this full moon and summer solstice energy for those purposes, for changing yourself, for making yourself new, purified. It's funny because I've been on a cleanse for 3 weeks, and I'm actually really kind of digging it. I've never gone this far. People are asking me, how can I go without gluten and sugar and dairy and coffee and all those things that I love for so long, but I have never felt so good. Which leads me to think about that book, The Medical Medium, that I'm reading. I'm on page 68. I'm learning more about how this Epstein-Barr virus affects all of us. Most of us have it in us. If you've had mononucleosis as a kid, teenager, I had it in my late 20s, I think. It stays in your body, and then it starts to affect you later in life. So I'm doing a complete plant-based diet, green juices, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. I have had some salmon because I need some protein, but I haven't felt better. There really is something to be said about good nutrition, organics, and I have restarted writing my RA Chronicles, and hopefully I'll be able to publish that out soon. So, using Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle deck, when I was shuffling, this card fell out, and this is why the energy, I thought it was going in one direction of being total action, but Chopwood says, keep yourself busy to take your mind off of the things that you're trying to manifest. Take your mind off of the things that you want coming to you, because if you put it out into the universe, you don't want to obsess about when is it coming, when is he coming, when is she coming, what are they doing. Keep yourself busy with like everyday household chores and tasks, and that'll keep you out of trouble. It'll keep your mind in like an active meditative state, and watch how quickly things come to you when you keep yourself busy. So to further that energy, we have time to take a nap. My favorite. I love taking naps. And so this is also solidifying that chopped wood, where it's saying it's time for you to rest and rejuvenate. So, you don't want to overdo too much action this week. I really think that we need to wait for Mars to go direct on June 29th, but sit back and relax. Let things happen. If you put it out to the universe, let it happen. You don't want to try to make things happen too hard, because then you're only really pushing them away from yourself. This also backs it up. So serendipity in the reversed position, or as Colette Baron Reid likes to call it, the protection position. This card is saying to me, you were thinking that the signs, the serendipities, the synchronicities were leading you in the right direction. Well, they actually kind of were. But sometimes that direction leads you right into the path of a difficulty to teach you a lesson. And I know you don't want to hear it, but sometimes we need to learn these lessons in order to appreciate when the real thing shows up. So what this is saying to me is, count your blessings, even if they've been difficult, knowing that something better is on its way to you. I promise you, that's how the universe works. But some of us, we don't learn our lessons well, and you have to keep learning them over and over and over again before you finally get it. If you can sit back and relax and count those difficulties as blessings, you'll be surprised how quickly things turn around and the right thing will show up for you. And then the final card that I have this week, it kind of caps off the Archangel Ezekiel card. And it's mending, and it's about forgiveness and mending fences with people that you need to, even if it's only in your heart that you're making those amends. You have to forgive all of your trespassers in order for yourself to be free. And so this is a really good time also too with the full moon to let all of this shit go. All right? Because when you do, everything works out for you. I promise you. So I'm hoping this video it looks like it's really kind of choppy. I am going to get out there, clean that swimming pool, spend the rest of the day in my garden, enjoying the earth. One more thing, speaking about enjoying the earth. So that's what we do at summer solstice. Walk around barefoot. That keeps you grounded. Any kind of negativity that's in your body actually gets grounded by the ground, but you have to be barefoot. It's probably one of the best things that you can do for yourself. If you can spend 3 minutes a day outside barefoot in the grass or in the sand, not on the pavement, I'm telling you, it will completely balance your body. And that's what this full moon and summer solstice energy is about. It's about balance. So that's all I have for you this week. I love you. Mwah. Have a great week. Happy summer solstice. Happy full moon. And I'll see you next week.